this one.
Hey, what's up? So, okay, we want to do a video of the types most likely to. So this is my husband, Garrett. And, like in high school, we do like most likely to succeed and stuff like that. So we want to do a video of those, but it's not super thought out, okay, at all. Like we haven't thought of these previously, so we're just going to like spitball do them. So basically what I'm trying to say is that like, don't take it too seriously. Like it's just a joke, maybe there's going to be some stereotyping in here for sure. Or if I say like, this type is the most likely to eat spaghetti, I'm just picking something random. It doesn't mean that like no other types eat spaghetti. It doesn't mean that all of that type eats spaghetti. You know what I mean? It's just like most likely to, okay? I think that makes sense.
Got it.
And you guys can chime in too. Like if you have other better most likely tos. Okay. What type do you want to start with?
Let's do the ISTJ.
Oh, ISTJ. Okay, I'm keeping track. This is my Excel marker. ISTJ.
Most likely to wear comfy shoes.
Oh yeah, like arch support shoes. Is that what you mean? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And muted colors.
I tend to notice them wearing a lot of like jewel tones, like aqua green or kind of like a dark purple. Most likely to wear business casual in a casual environment.
Yeah.
Most likely to do their taxes right away.
True. Very responsible.
Yes. What else? Anything else?
Next type.
Okay, next type. What do you want to do?
Let's go INFP.
INFP. Most likely to write depressing music.
I was going to say most likely to write poetry.
Oh, yeah, poetry. Yes. Very good at expressing their emotions with poetic words. Yes. Most likely to have purple hair.
Or the ENFPs.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, purple for some reason with the NFPs, and mermaids with the NFPs.
Yeah, mermaid. Yeah, I do notice actually they like mermaids. Most likely to not have a 9-to-5 job.
True. Yes.
And to be pursuing some other passion that's not materializing very quickly.
True. All right. ENFJs.
Oh, ENFJs. Okay.
We don't know a ton of them.
No. Most likely to have the best style.
They got good style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most likely to let other people win a board game.
I feel like the Esfps would more than the ENFJs.
I'm not sure. We'll just say the FE Doms for sure most likely to let other people win at stuff.
Yeah.
Or not that they like just let other people win, but they are not trying that hard because they'll feel bad. Maybe I should say most likely to feel bad if they do win.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Best makeup, in my opinion.
Like it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, who next? I don't know. We don't know the ENFJs that well.
Let's do ESFPs.
Ooh, ESFPs. Where is that? ESFP. Oh, that's another good style right there. Okay, different than ENFJ, but also very good. SE first and third for my preferences. That's pretty good style.
SE first always has a lot of nice shoes. It seems like.
Oh, most likely to have a good shoe collection. Yes.
Bright colors for the ESPs.
I notice a lot of like color blocking with SE DOMs, like actually a lot of SE users in general. Like I'll notice like they'll wear a solid red shirt with like solid black pants, as opposed to like there being patterns or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's just people are gonna be like, that's not true. Most likely to listen to music really loud.
Yeah, both SE DOMs jam the music.
Yes, I love car rides with SE DOMs. A Jeep ride with Holly. Top down, Jeep on the freeway, loud music. That was great. I kind of think, this is kind of rude, but most likely to be overweight. But I know, I think that's one of the types most likely to be on the extremes. I know like some really fit, like I know some personal trainer ones that are really fit, and then I
Yeah.
also know then SE can lend toward fitness, but then it could also lend toward like this food is so good and I want to like eat all this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you feel like there's a lot of ESFP trainers, personal trainers?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
This
there was
is
that one at
common.
Orange Theory that we knew.
Mm-hmm.
She was super fit. Yeah.
All right, ENTJ,
ENTJ.
CEOs.
Most likely to own a blazer.
True.
Most likely to have been called bossy. Most likely to have bossed their parents around when they were a kid.
I like it. Yeah.
Most likely to set goals.
To what? Set goals.
Set goals. Have goals. Career goals in particular. Most likely to have career goals.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely to be a workaholic. Maybe not. Maybe not actually.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I could go for like ESTJ.
Yeah, ESTJ would be most likely, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe yes, because I think SI is can be very duty oriented.
Dutiful towards the work.
Yes, which could be a problem. Yes, but then, well, very into it. Okay, next one.
All right, Istp.
Istp. The I. Istp.
ISTP. Yeah.
ISTP. Ooh, ISTP.
Car mechanics galore. They all know their cars very well.
But I actually don't know that many that have that as a job.
Yeah.
I think almost every single ISTP I know works on their own car at home. But I actually don't know that I know any that have that as a job. Do I? Anyways, yes. Most likely to have changed oil in a car many times.
One thing you've noticed is Estps and Esfjs are always together. They always find each other.
Most likely to be married to an Esfj. Yes. Most likely to wear very sturdy clothing.
Carhartt jeans for days.
Carhartt, yes. Okay, we're in Idaho also, so this is very skewed. Okay, so this is gonna be different, I'm sure, like if you lived in a different place in the world, but this is just kind of what we notice here.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely to think they're an ISTJ.
That's true. Yeah.
They're very planned.
They can be pretty similar.
Most likely to like black coffee.
Black coffee and pepperoni pizza.
And beer. These are the not a very adventurous palate. Maybe it comes to that NE polar, but not a very, most likely to have the least adventurous palate.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
ESFJs.
ESFJ.
Most likely to be a mom.
A parent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely to have wanted to have kids for a long time. Their whole life they wanted kids. Big family, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else do we got?
Most likely when their kids are out of the house to just keep getting more children.
To acquire the children.
Yes, just like maybe they do foster for a little bit, or they get involved in church with kids or something.
They're just made to caretake.
Yes. Most likely to have a live, laugh, love sign in their house.
Yeah, both SFJs for sure.
Yes.
Or pets. I think Ian just said, yeah, get pets after the kids go out. I feel like they'd have. SFJs definitely have pets.
Labradoodle. Most likely to have a Labradoodle.
All right, let's move on to ISFJ, the introverted version.
Oh, the introverted version. Okay. Most likely, okay, this is a specific age group of them, but if they were in their like 20s or 30s in the 90s, most likely to have scrapbooked.
Love pictures.
Yes, most likely to have pictures of people they love all over their house.
That whole quadra loves pictures a lot, it seems like.
Yes. Yes. Most likely
have done quilting or knitting or
very traditional stuff. Yeah. Anything that maybe they're most likely to say things like, I got this from my dad.
Oh yeah, heirlooms.
I didn't even mean heirlooms. I meant like oh, I got my dad's nose, or I got my dad's sense of humor, or that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Someone asked MBTI most likely to commit a crime.
Ooh.
And get away with it, or
Well,
just
it depends.
commit
It kind of depends on it's very dependent on what the crime is.
I'm gonna say ENTP. For, like,
that was the
most
first
crimes.
that was the first one that flashed into my mind. But I don't know that that's my final answer.
Now for like a plotted out crime.
It depends. A crime of passion, or is this like a bank robbery? They're very different.
Crime of passion, INFP.
Okay, where should we go next?
ESTJ.
Where's that? Oh, ESTJ. Okay.
They're also bosses, like CEOs.
Most likely to be a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely to have bossed their parents around, probably. I said that about ENTJ.
Mm-hmm.
It's more ENTJ-ish, I think, than ESTJ-ish. Most likely to have been a little league coach.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, for sure. Coaches of their,
because you get the SI that's kind of like family-ish, and then you get the TE that's like, this is what we're doing. We're being competitive. We're winning.
Yeah. Most likely to have social anxiety. I feel like the INFJs.
I was gonna say INFJ. Yes, because the second FE.
Yeah.
The FE in the kind of defensive position. It's like very aware of it, and also somewhat in the defensive position.
I feel like INTPs sometimes have social anxiety, like or like social uncertainty.
It's different. Like, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think people would not expect that of INTPs. INTPs have this very like Einstein-y stereotype, but that was a good thought. I'd probably say INFJs more so.
Yeah. I guess let's go with INFJs now then.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow, we're like busting through these.
INFJs. Oh, most likely to analyze your deepest intention extremely well.
That is the stereotype of INFJs, and it is absolutely true in my experience. Absolutely true.
They like watch you and know your soul after like 5 minutes. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, most likely to make a very piercing observation. Like just casually, like what was the one that he was like, oh yeah, I just noticed by your mannerisms that you're really uncomfortable around such and such. After knowing me like 5 minutes, and I was like,
it's pretty epic.
Yeah, well, especially because I wasn't really aware. Like sometimes I will be uncomfortable, but not aware that I'm uncomfortable. And then they just say it.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, that's true. Most likely to feel guilty about being mad at people because they understand the intentions of that person.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe it's not guilty, but it's like they'll be mad at something. It seems like for like 2 seconds, and then they're like, "But I can understand because of such and such and such and such."
Yeah, like won't allow themselves to be upset about things.
Yeah, it depends on how in TI they are.
Yeah,
I guess we're just speaking of the ones that are not like super in TI.
Yeah,
it's almost like once you get like 2 different types, when you get the ones that are really in a loop and the ones that are not. Yeah.
All right, ENFPs.
Ooh, ENFPs. Most likely
Bubbly.
To have painted themselves before.
Painted themselves.
For fun.
Most likely to have painted their house? With crayons.
With crayons.
What do you think is most likely to have tattoos?
I want to say like IFP for some reason. Like ISFP.
There's a lot of ISFPs.
Like ISFP, ESFP. SE, maybe.
ISFP is definitely for the sleeves.
Which ones?
If we're just going with tattoo sleeves, it's ISFPs.
Yeah, some sick sleeves. Yeah. What else are we getting here?
Most likely to investigate the cause of an actual issue crisis. Most likely to want to just find a solution to get it over with.
I'm wondering if this was back when we were talking about INFJs.
Oh.
The cause of an actual. Most likely to just find a solution.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes.
All right.
What were we just on?
I don't remember. ENFPs.
Oh, ENFPs. Yeah, we need to continue with that. Most likely to have a job related to creative stuff. I feel like INFPs want that, but the ENFPs actually do it.
That's true. They got the NE to go out and do it and try it.
And you have like TE third, which is always going to be drawing them in.
ENFPs are most likely to have tried at least 100 hobbies.
Oh yeah, they've done. Yeah, most likely to just insert anything.
They've done the most of anything. Besides maybe ESFPs or something who've tried a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah, a lot of the EPs will have tried a lot of stuff.
All right, INTPs.
Cute. Most likely to
go to therapy.
Most likely to go to therapy.
INTPs. I wonder if they were talking about ENFPs.
I think they were just wanting to throw out an idea that we should say which one's most likely to go to therapy.
Most likely to go to therapy. You know, INTJs would be up there.
I actually was thinking that. I was thinking like NJs or cons. I was thinking it would be one of the NJs, and then I was thinking that FE has a hard time accepting help sometimes. So I was thinking it was not going to be one of the NFJs. The NFJs are most likely to do the counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, INFP probably would go to therapy. Any of the FI. You get anyone who's heavily in FI, I would think.
Yeah.
Would go to therapy. Okay, we got to
most likely to eat something off the ground. Let's see. ESFP is
I was going to say ESTP.
ESTP.
Which you would think why? SE Dom, why do you eat things off the floor? But
all you have to do is just dare them. And they'll be like, sold.
ESTPs are so good at following through on dares. Best type. Okay, that's a ESTP, best at following through on a dare. Someone dares them, they will. A lot of the time.
Yeah.
I should reiterate this, that there's going to be a lot of stereotypes.
But they're all completely accurate. 100%.
They're completely accurate. If it doesn't work for you, you must be the wrong type.
Perfect. We got that clarified. Most likely to end up as a therapist, NFJs.
Like to date one?
To end up as a therapist.
Oh, end up as a therapist.
Yeah, NFJs.
Oh, yeah. NFJ. Probably ENFJ. Okay, we gotta go back to the INTP because we still haven't done anything.
All right,
okay, INTP. Okay. Most likely to be single.
Yes.
And it's not because they're not likable. I think that they are more nervous about how they come off than how they actually come off.
Yes. Yeah, we were talking about like social uncertainty before.
Yes.
I think
they have a lot of social uncertainty.
Yeah, I think they would be fine finding someone, but maybe get uncertain about it and overthink it.
I don't know how active this is anymore, how popular Reddit is anymore, but most likely to be a high Reddit contributor.
They're like the founders of Reddit.
they
are Reddit.
They single-handedly keep Reddit going.
Reddit is only INTPs.
No. He's joking, everyone. It's not only.
Most likely to get offended to an accurate stereotype, SFJs.
Oh.
What do you think?
Most likely to get offended to an accurate stereotype. Okay, this is what I think. It's TI, but not TI first, I think.
Right. TI first is totally fine if it's accurate.
Yeah, TI first is more, add more nuance, I think. But when you get like TI second and TI third, then they're like, it's like nuanced enough that they understand distinctions between things. But it's in those second and third positions can be kind of like bratty, as some people call it. So they just sometimes. Yeah. But I would say an FJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably an ISFJ.
Yeah, that's what I thought. ISFJ. Most likely to win Survivor. I would say ESFP. Or
I haven't seen Survivor in so long, but wasn't it there's like at the beginning you have to have all these social
like you have to social connections.
You have to make social connections, and at the end it's the person who's most physically capable. So they need to have some social skills and they need to be physically capable.
Yeah.
I'd take like an ESTP maybe, because that FE third, the FE third, can like play it for a while if they don't tick anyone off with foot in the mouth issues.
Yeah.
and then they could do physical, but I haven't seen it in such a long time, so I don't. That's my knowledge of me when I was like 8. Was like probably the last time I saw Survivor.
Well, that brings us to ESTP. Most likely to live with a boot in their mouth.
They have foot in the mouth. They have never lived without a shoe in their mouth. They do not know what air tastes like because all they have is shoe in their mouth.
They're definitely the most blurty type, I feel like.
Oh, blurty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blurty. Yeah, SE is in general just blurty, and then TI. Okay, most likely to dig themselves into a deeper hole. They say something like, okay, here's a made up example. This is some sort of thing. They're like, women are terrible at driving. And then someone's like, what the heck? What is that statement? And they're like, oh, I don't mean because women are bad. I just mean because to drive you need technical skills and women don't have technical skills. And then they try to like add more distinction and you're like, you are making this so bad right now.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we got a few more questions. Most likely to cheat on their spouse. Oh, that's got to be the ENTP again.
Oh,
Commit a crime
ENTPs.
and probably most likely to
Yeah, ENTP. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Okay, this doesn't mean all ENTPs cheat, but I do not know any ENTPs who have not cheated.
Yeah, that seems very common. I don't know.
They're just
what. It's
okay.
like,
The FE third is so smooth.
Yeah.
So they can get people like left and right, and then that NE just makes you want to like jump.
Yeah.
Try something new. Try something new. Try something new. That's what I think. That's what I think maybe it is or something.
Yeah. If the ENTPs aren't cheating, they need to be like changing careers every 2 years.
I think they have some difficult functions. If the society is built for like, let's say STJs, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to stay in the same everything for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel from ENTPs are one of my favorite types.
Yeah.
By the way.
All right. Try to make sure we don't miss any. Most likely to drop out of university. I feel like that's the IFPs, ISFP or INFP.
I think every ISFP I know dropped out. Do we consider you? You sort of dropped out. You like finished the associate's degree, but I had to like really persuade you to get the one last credit. You're like, no, I don't want to. I just want to drop out. I'll just get one more credit, and then it'll be sealed in a degree.
I wish I wouldn't have. Sort of.
Yeah, I know an INFP who dropped out. Actually, ISTP also.
ISTPs, I feel like oftentimes just don't go.
Yeah, they just never. Yeah, one of the most likely to. Like so many ISTPs I know just feel like they're bad at reading, and every time they talk about their reading, I get so sad. I don't know what it is.
Most likely to join a cult. Okay, that feels like IFPs again.
Most likely to do something stupid. IFP. No, I'm just kidding.
IFP. Fall for the pyramid schemes.
Yeah, most likely to join an MLM. ISFP. I don't feel like actually they're most likely to join a cult because I would think it's a SI with FE. Maybe ISFJ. I'm not particularly sure because SI kind of does what it's told, and FE, especially FE second.
All right, who's most likely to found the cult?
Ooh, ENTP. ENTP most likely to create a belief system around this immoral thing. They're like, okay, I really want to cheat on my spouse. Okay, how can I find the loophole? And you know what we'll do? We'll just start a polygamous cult, and we'll just build it into the belief system.
Well, all right, we got Esfps already, right?
No, we didn't do ESTP. I haven't checked off ESTP.
Okay, we already talked about foot and mouth with them.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, let's see. Anything else ESTP? Most likely, okay, I don't know which one I would say pepperoni pizza, but most likely to like pepperoni pizza and nothing else. I think ISTP maybe is more likely for that.
Yeah, a lot of times really tall or skinny.
Pretty skinny. Yeah, I know ESTPs. Like some people might disagree with this, like Emma Chamberlain, ESTP, pretty thin.
I feel like ESTP is moving all the time, like just moving their arms.
Yeah, so it makes them pretty thin.
Even more than ESFPs.
Yeah, but then we do know some like contractors that are ESTPs, and then they're a little bit more muscular.
Yeah,
because they have their own business. ESTPs are one of the most likely to have their own business that involves some sort of physical thing.
Yeah,
like maybe they have their own recording studio, or they're like a general contractor.
Yeah,
I feel like that's super common.
Most likely to open an ice cream shop.
Ooh.
If it's a local ice cream shop, probably an ISFJ. If it's like an ice cream shop franchise, then
I was thinking maybe ENFP is kind of likely to
Ooh.
open an ice cream shop,
Yeah.
especially if it's like if the interior decor is like really beautiful. If it's a really cutesy,
Mm-hmm.
really cool aesthetic ice cream shop, I would think ENFP.
I like it.
If it's like if it's like an old timey, like a soda fountain,
Yes.
like a ice cream with old fashioned soda and all that, then I would think like an Isfj. Isfj has a lot of business owners and Isfjs, I've noticed.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of small businesses.
Which I think that's not super commonly thought of, but
most likely to stay a virgin forever.
INTP.
Yeah, probably.
I guess bad. I think it's that SC. Do they have SC polar? Yeah, SC polar. And FE inferior.
Yeah. Most likely to never get married. Wow, you guys are just making us roast people.
Wow.
We're gonna skip that one.
What was it?
Most likely to never get married.
I kind of think ISTP.
ISTP.
You're shying away from it. I'm like, let's just say it.
Why do you think that? I
don't know why I think that actually, because every ISTP I know is married, but it's just a vibe.
I could see them being most content not being married.
Yeah, like content. Like they just like chill. They're not pining or anything. They're just like chill.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I got married. We're like, oh, I'm not married.
Like, should I get married?
There's this SFJ here. All right, fine, I'll marry them. They asked. Type with the highest and lowest life expectancy. Highest life expectancy, probably ISJs, because they take such good care of their bodies normally. Like their routines, water intake, bedtime.
Yes. And they're very safety conscious too. So they're not gonna put themselves in a safety like compromising situation. Yeah. But most likely to die soonest.
Soonest, probably like a ESFP cliff diving or something.
I've heard so many ESTPs say, I've heard so many ESTPs say, I didn't expect to live this long. I didn't expect to make it past 20. I didn't expect to make it past 30. Like I've heard a lot of those sort of comments from ESTPs, and they seem like really genuine. Like because they were just doing so much reckless stuff, like in their 20s. They're like, I didn't expect to make it this long. Yeah. I kind of think ENTPs might be on the lower end also. Potentially. Yeah. Yeah, sure. But probably ESTPs. All right. Most likely to live in a small town. ISJ. Yeah, ISJs. Or alternatively, an SI third, but not as likely. But yeah. An ISFJ. Like an NFP. Yeah, I gotcha. Like I find that INFP and INTP, they both have SI third. I find that they're kind of into the suburbs. Yeah. Like the nice little neighborhood where you can raise the kids. Yeah. I hate suburbs. Most likely to host a reality show. Oh, a reality show. So if you host a reality show? I feel like the ETPs are pretty good at that. Like Ellen DeGeneres, I feel like is. I don't think she's necessarily an ETP, but is that a reality show is like the Kardashians. There's not really a host. Most likely to host a reality show. Oh, okay. I think they might have meant talk show. Well, a talk show, I would think ETPs would be pretty good at. Yeah. So good. Yeah, I would think. Yes, I would think ETPs would be good at like a talk show, like a late night political show, or just All right. We should get through. Let's get through the rest. Okay. What do you want to do? Oh, there's someone who said I'm an INTP and would love to live in a small town suburb. I'm in a large city and hate it. There you go. All right. ENTP, we sort of already got. Well, okay, let's just seal the deal here. Let's wrap it up. ENTP. Most likely to have had 4 different solid careers by the time they're 40. Yeah. Like solid. They're like the ENFPs do like 100 hobbies, but they do like 100 life changes. Are the ENTPs? Yeah. Most likely to have lived in multiple states. Most likely to be the black sheep of the family. Yeah. I can't actually think of any ENTP that has a good relationship with their parents until much later in life. Yeah. I realize we saved ours for last. Oh, you've been picking.
ISFP.
Time to roast you. ISFP is what you want?
Yeah.
Okay. ISFP.
Most likely to be extremely attractive.
Most likely to play music for
True.
the emotional aspect.
Musicians galore.
Yes. Emotional music.
We talked about tattooed sleeves. I feel like I've seen so many ISFPs with sleeves.
ISFPs have good style in my opinion, like for my preferences.
Yeah.
Most likely to be in a punk band. Like, I don't know what Olivia Rodrigo is, but she gives me ISFP vibes. And I've never seen a single interview with her, but just for some reason I get ISFP vibes. Not that she's particularly punk, but like.
Most likely, I feel like they're up there with the drugs also. Most likely to do drugs.
You think so?
Or
what
to
kind
be
of drugs?
Be addicted to drugs. I feel like a lot of
really
ISFPs can be.
Really? I would have put actually INFPs up there for drug use.
I would think
INFPs, like especially fueled by depression, like you're depressed and so you get into drugs or alcoholism. I would think that'd be an INFP.
Yeah, I feel like ISFPs just do it for fun.
ISFP. Most likely to live the van life.
The van life, yes.
Do we think? It could be maybe an NFP also.
Oh, this one.
Most likely to go bankrupt.
Go bankrupt?
Actually, that's maybe more like an ENTP, but some financial. Oh, we already said most likely to join an MLM.
most likely to have trouble choosing a career. I think that I don't know if that was a question, but I do think that applies to ISFPs. I feel like they would have a hard time.
I'm kind of drawn to. Maybe. Well, so it's hard, like, there's some people that just like never choose, like they spend like 10 years and they haven't chosen a single thing.
Yeah.
Then there's some people who like emphatically choose,
and
then 2 years later they emphatically choose something else, and so then they hop around. So in that way, it is like they have a hard time. Like on the macro level, they have a hard time, but on the micro level, they don't.
Yeah.
I would kind of think ISTP. As far as the type that just for a long time.
Gotcha.
I feel like ISTP is one of the types pretty likely to not really choose, and so they just do something, and then they end up staying with it for a long time. Like it was never meant to be a long-term thing, but then it becomes a long-term thing.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Most likely to manage to have a friend with my neighbors and part of the community, public persona, but really just wishing to never have to interact with anyone or participate in social events. IFJs, like an ISFJ.
I think that IFJ is a good,
because they feel like they need to fulfill that duty, but maybe don't want to do it as much as they do. Whereas a lot of other types just wouldn't get involved because they don't really care about it.
I think ISFJ is a good one.
Most likely to say actions speak louder than words.
ESTJ.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Yeah, I kind of feel like a TJ. Well, like I feel like that's kind of the whole TI versus TE debate. TI is like, I have the most precise, perfect knowledge framework, and then TE is like, well, yeah, but do you ever use it? Are you making money from it? Is this better in your life to have this framework? Like, put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah,
I would think it's a TE Dom or something.
All right, INTJs. Most likely to be a supervillain.
Supervillain. So you say that, but I don't know. That is the stereotype. Being a supervillain requires a lot of doing stuff.
They're just lurking and sending their minions.
Yeah, how do you get the minions, though? I don't know. I kind of almost think supervillain. I kind of almost think more like ENTJ to like actually do it. INTJs have that FI third, and they're kind of always concerned about their morals. Like, am I being moral enough? It's FI is very moral conscious. They've got third, which has a tendency to go there.
Mhm.
Man, it's hard to do it about potentially my own. Because I want to be fair. Like, we've been roasting the other type, so I want to roast it, but it's kind of hard. Okay, roast it, Garrett. Just like lay it on. Do something icy.
When I get one, though.
Okay. Most likely to claim to have all this plan or whatever, but not actually do it.
Yeah, most likely to have a good plan, but not do anything about it.
Yes. Most likely to be pretentious.
Yeah.
Like, kind of prideful, I think.
I feel like they're some of the most likely types to, like, not look happy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, their face is just constantly upset. Without being upset.
Yes. Okay, what else we got?
All right, most likely to have a super niche collection, i.e. Barbies or Star Trek merch.
Oh, that's a SINE. That just like screams SINE somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I would think.
I figured an INTP, probably.
Yeah, depending on what the collection is. If there's a certain collection, I could see an ISTJ doing. I could see an ISFJ doing it. INTP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning more toward ISFJ, INTP.
Yeah. Most likely to make eye contact with every person they cross, giving strong. Oops, I crossed it. Giving strong. This is a battle to claim dominance that I made you take part in.
I knew an INTJ who did this.
Yeah.
Do you remember him saying that?
Yeah.
It was a social experiment. Now, I don't know that that's a particularly INTJ thing to do. I don't know if I would say they're most likely to, but he did.
Yeah. That does seem like NTJ or NTPs. I feel like any of those four, I could see sort of doing that.
Yeah, that does strike me as kind of not dominant sensor.
No, because they're like eye contact. I'm not actually doing anything, but my eyes.
It's some like playfulness with it, but it's not. It does not demonstrate like good knowledge, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe it is an INTJ. I don't know. I also just feel like NI-DOMs are kind of what do you call that? Fading into the background, sort of.
Yeah.
It's very direct, Yeah.
It's
almost more like ENTJ, but then when I think of ENTJ, it's kind of hard to pick one.
Yeah. All right, I think we put our time.
Oh, you want to be done? Okay.
Unless you have more.
Well, I just want to see what they say, but then we should hop off because I want there to be replay value is why we were trying to cut this off. Most likely to become an Instagram influencer. I would think an FP.
EFPs are like extroverted. EFPs. EFJs would also be great at it.
Oh, EFJs. That's a good one also. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. I think that's all the questions.
Sweet. Okay. We can end it. Okay, sweet. Bye, guys. See ya.